Welcome to Weapons Wednesday, the best show on the internet to get you that much closer to your superhero fantasy, because I know and you know we all have just a little bit part of us that wants to be a superhero. But for those of you that are intrigued, there is something a little bit better than being a superhero. And that is the anti-hero. I'm talking characters like Deadpool, Gambit, and if you're cultured, then you'll remember Elektra and Blade, because somebody always wants to ice skate uphill. And so today on Weapons Wednesday, we're gonna go through all four of those characters and break down one of their weapons that they bring into battle. And at the end, you could tell me in the comments which weapon you would add to your arsenal. So if you like that idea, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because that would be awesome. My name is DJ Moore, aka The Modern Ninja, and before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know, make sure to check your local laws before you get any of these weapons. As always, they will all be listed down below for you in the description of this video if you want to get any of them yourself, but just make sure we're all on the up and up, because I know the FBI agent watching me would really appreciate that. But let's get into the first weapon. Deadpool knows anything is possible with 2 swords and maximum effort. So we're gonna start with our dual ninja sword set for the character Deadpool. These are stainless steel blades that come out the box sharp and ready to chop fruit in half. That stainless steel will truly make it easy to make sure it stays clean and lasts a long time and doesn't rust really easily, making it great for casual use when you don't want to spend an hour upkeeping and polishing your blade after you've used it. Not that you shouldn't clean your blade, this just makes it a little easier. The handles are going to be wrapped in nylon and coming with a steel finger guard that allows you to be able to block and protect your fingers a lot easier if you were to use this in battle. And with each blade only being 16 inches long and the whole thing coming in at 26 inches long, that allows you to be able to use this for interior or home defense very well, because you can use this effectively inside hallways, in a place with low ceilings like the house that I live in, or in any other small areas that you wouldn't normally be able to use a full-size katana or other sword in. And with the handle diameter being 1 1/4 inch, it's a little thicker than normal, which actually feels really nice. It makes me feel like I have a solid grip on each of these blades and allows me to use them in conjunction with each other seamlessly. And with both blades being able to easily fit into one nylon sheath, you can strap it on your back and pull them out of the sheath while it's still strapped on, making it very easy to access in an emergency situation, provided you have it strapped on you, which if you're buying these, you definitely should. And any chance I get to carry swords just like Deadpool does, I'm taking it, absolutely. For our favorite X-Men from New Orleans, we have our Royal Flush throwing card set. These 5 Royal Flush cards are gonna come in a nice, tough nylon carrying case that not only velcros closed, but also has a belt strap so you can carry it with you easily. It's going to include the 5 biggest heart cards, the 10, the Jack, the Queen, the King, and the Ace, allowing you to not only pull cards out of thin air, but throw them into your target with no problem. Because each of these cards is a sharpened stainless steel, not only meaning that it will stick into your target, but it also means that it'll last quite a long time. So if it gets dirty or left out in the elements for a period of time, you don't have to worry. You can clean them and still use them just like new. As far as the stats goes, each of these cards is going to weigh about 1.4 ounces. And the card dimensions are going to be 3 3/8 of an inch by 2 inches, making them nearly the exact same size as the standard deck of playing cards. Now, I would love to tell you that these cards explode on impact just for the ultimate Gambit experience, but that would probably be illegal somewhere. So instead, we're going to still feel like Gambit throwing these into whatever target we have. Now, I know some of you out there have to remember the original Daredevil and Elektra movies. Please let me know that I'm not the only one down in the comments. So let's break down one of Elektra's favorite weapons, and honestly one of my favorite weapons as well. We have the blue aluminum Sais that comes in pairs. Sais are honestly one of my favorite weapons. So for those that don't know, they are an Okinawan traditional weapon with 3 prongs, and they're not sharp. I know many people who know them from Elektra or even the Ninja Turtles believe them to be sharp sword-like things, and they're really not. In practice, they're much closer to batons or tanta than they are something like a machete or a sword. often used for striking, blocking, parrying, and trapping and disarming weapons. Rather, disarming opponents of their weapons, but you get it. I truly think these things are absolutely awesome, but what are the stats? Obviously, they're going to be blue and metallic in cover and come in an octagonal shape for the main shaft. They are available in two sizes, 18-inch and 19.5-inch. The handles are wrapped in a really nice leather, which makes it much more comfortable to do your moves and combinations. And a durable finish over the entire blade prevents it from chipping or cracking when putting it to good use. Like, I literally dropped it when I was recording part of this video outside on the concrete, and it's still nice and perfectly blue. But the biggest plus for these, at least in my opinion, is how light they are. Due to the fact they're made out of aircraft aluminum, means that they are a third of the weight of steel Sais, which allows you to do cool side tricks like you see Elektra do in the movies, like that one right there. It also allows you to move a lot faster when in comparison to heavier Sais. And as someone who's trained with Sais like this for literally a decade, I've never had one snap on me. And so that's the lightweight along with the durability is amazing. And now let's move on to the last superhero of the video, but the one that started off superhero movies entirely, Blade. If you know anything about Blade, then you know he is the best vampire hunter out there. And so, although he uses many weapons in his movie, which if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch at least the first two. But because of that, we had to use these solid steel vampire spikes. Both of these spikes are going to be crafted from solid steel with a black finish. I'm sure there's some of you that are already thinking this is going to be a great addition for your cosplay, and it will be, especially with this kind of design. However, it is a sharp finish. It's ready for you to put some vampires down. And so make sure you go and dull this before you actually use it for any kind of cosplay. KarateMart likes to make sure we can use our weapons out the box, and this is no exception, so just be careful. But because we love the cosplayers out there, it is designed with holes in one end so you can rivet it to your costume in whatever way you like. Because I know drilling through steel is not easy. But if you just want to use it how it comes, it does come with a belt mount with two belt straps here that allow it to stay secure and in place and allow you to quickly pull it in and out of its hold without it ever really falling out. Like, it's very sturdy whenever you need it, and you can pull it out and throw or stab or do whatever you need to do, and then put it back when you're done. These things are so cool. But what about the stats? Each stake is going to be 6.75 inches long and about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. And with them weighing approximately 13.8 ounces, these things are going to increase the weight of your punches just like brass knuckles would and give you that back end to do damage with whenever you need to. And with a little bit of skill, this will put some vampires down no problem. So like I said, tell me which one you think you want to add to your arsenal. Are you a Deadpool type, or are you the OG and want to bring a little bit of Blade home with you? Either way, all links are down in the descriptions down below. Of course, if you want to see the content that I do, you could check out Modern Ninja on all the socials, but if not, I will see you Weapons Wednesday.